Hello and welcome to a Talmud Israeli production. Our topic for today is priorities in charitable giving. The Torah says the following: Im kesef talve et ami et he'ani imach. When you shall give a loan to your fellow, to the poor man among you. From this verse, Chazal derived a certain list of priorities in the giving of interest-free loans and by extension out-and-out charity. What are these priorities? Well, ami, from your people, V'nochri, and the alternative is to give someone who is not of our people, Ami Kodim. So the person who is of the people of Israel has priority over the other nations of the world. Ani ve'ashir, a poor man versus a rich man in receiving my interest-free loan. Well, then the poor man has priority. He needs it more, he shall get it first. Aniyecha v'aniyei yircha, people who are poor in your own family, in your immediate social circle, versus those who are poor in your wider community. IRCHA KODMIM, those in your family have priority. IRCHA v'aniyei ir acheret, the people who are poor in your city versus the impoverished in other cities. IRCHA KODMIM, the people who are poor who are in your city have priority. Why is it so important to learn these halachot? Well, in this era of mass communication and the internet, we are much more aware of the struggles that human beings face all over the world than we ever were before. In the past, we only saw those who were struggling in our own communities because we saw them with our own eyes. But now we're aware of whatever the media focuses on, and there are crises all around the world. And there may be a temptation to shift your charitable dollar, and maybe all of your charitable dollars, to the most popular or most widely publicized crisis du jour. And what ends up happening is the impoverished in your own backyard, in your own community, will be forgotten. And the halacha does not want that to happen. It recognizes that if I don't give to my local homeless person, my local impoverished individual, then nobody will. So IRCHA KODMIM serves a very important social purpose. However, it's not an absolute rule. In the following sense, the Chatam Sofer, in one of his Shelot Tshuvot, is one of his responsos, says the following: Ha-ta'ev ta'ev kodem. The person who is hungry, that person gets your dollar first. And only subsequent to that halachic principle of ta'ev kodem do we have the principle of aniyei ircha kodmin, that the poor people of your city have priority. In what respect? Well, that if a person who is far away and a person who is near in your community, if they both have the same material needs of sustenance, of food, and or clothing, then the one who is local is of more importance to you in terms of where you will allocate your dollar. Aval, however, im aniyei ircha, if the people of your city who are poor, yesh lehem gedei chayutam, they have sufficient material resources to feed themselves. They're not going to starve. Ela she'en lehem harvacha, but they lack certain other material comforts. So they're not living well at all, and they could use a handout, but they're not about to starve. Then, klal lazeh aniyei ir acheret kodmin, in that limited circumstances, the people who are poor who live in other neighborhoods, in other cities, will have priority. The ha-ta'ev ta'ev kodem, because a person who's on the brink of starvation, he has precedence over all. May we all be blessed to be able to have enough financial resources that we can allocate our tzedakah to all those who need, not just those who are on the top of our list of priorities, but even those who are towards the bottom of our list. Amen.